Hi, I'm Tantek C. I'm Mozilla's advisory committee representative and also a web standards lead, coming to you from my home in San Francisco. So I don't have a big presentation for you all, but I had a couple of blog posts to point you to, and I wanted to just spend a couple of minutes on that to try to give you all more time for Q&A, because I look forward to having an interactive discussion. The first is that this blog post from our new CEO, Anthony, back in December, where he outlined like what we see as Mozilla's vision for the future of our company and also for the future of web browsers. And really, the key thing here is trust. We think that with as much as is going on the web and as much as people are experimenting with LLMs, with AI, and with agents, something that Naomi pointed out in her breakout session is that you can't always trust AI. Well, it's one of Mozilla's goals to build the most trustworthy and most secure and safe browser. That being said, we are also big champions of user choice. And we think that while we want to make the best decisions for the user to have a most trustworthy user agent experience using their browser, we also believe in enabling our users to experiment with new technologies, experiment with new services. And so as a result, yes, we are also looking into building some AI-related features. But one really big important piece of feedback we got is that a lot of people don't actually want AI features in their browser. And so if we want to go to the second link, one of the things that we did really quickly, turned this around in a couple of months. We were already kind of working on it, but the feedback really gave us an encouragement to prioritize this, was our AI controls feature, which was originally labeled by folks as the AI kill switch, because ultimately it should be the user's choice as to whether their browser utilizes any kind of AI LLM technology or not, whether based in the cloud or on a local server or on a local machine. And so we've shipped this feature, and we see this as a key important part of the future of web browsers in terms of their use with LLMs, in terms of their use with AI agents. We think that we know that, like the examples that Ben gave, that there are going to be examples when AI agents don't necessarily work in the trust or in the interest of the user. I'm sure folks are familiar with the recent story of an executive at a company using an agentic software had their email deleted, despite asking it to please stop deleting the emails. So we think this is an area that requires taking some careful steps, putting control into the hands of the users, and fundamentally starting out with the most trustworthy experience for users by default. And I'll leave it at that, and I'll hand it over to our next panelist.